Meet Stepan Svetlo, or as Belarusians know him, Nexta. He is Belarus's most prominent blogger.
Еще раз добрый вечер, дамы и господа.
And he's just 21 years old. His YouTube videos and Telegram posts routinely generate more than 1 million views. Not bad, given the entire population of Belarus is only 9 million.
Я думаю, что и телеграм-канал.
My Nexta Telegram and YouTube channels are very important for Belarusians as they reveal what is actually happening in the country.
Блогеры, потому что они стараются показать, опять же, то, чего не показывают наши власти.
Belarus is one of the most censored countries in Europe, if not the most censored. Alexander Lukashenko's government is afraid of independent media as they show what is really going on.
То, что на самом деле происходит.
Ну, конечно, он популярен, потому что он говорит правду.
I cover crimes committed by officials and civil servants. I try to publish what isn't being printed by the state newspapers or aired by the state broadcasters.
Какое-то альтернативное мнение, и это классно.
We present information that appeals to our younger audience, direct information using simple language that's honest and reasonably objective. People discuss these channels with their friends, and this is how they become so popular. Obviously, the authorities do not like it, but they cannot do anything about it.
Belarus has been ruled by Alexander Lukashenko since 1994. This August, he is running for a 6th term in office. Infamously dubbed Europe's last dictator, Lukashenko does not go easy on his critics. Political opposition is virtually non-existent. Independent journalism was squashed years ago. That's why Nexta currently lives in Poland, beyond the reach of a president known to silence journalists and their sources.
During Lukashenko's 26 years in power, we have only had TV channels that broadcast the official state ideology. Bloggers are thriving as a result.
То, что нельзя заблокировать и запретить. Поток свежей и эксклюзивной информации.
Firstly, because anonymous sources, many of whom are government insiders, state officials, who have information that they cannot discuss publicly, are much more willing to pass information to bloggers than to traditional journalists.
Позже власти решили не рисковать и не усложнять, понимая, что пуля в затылок надежнее. Нет тела, нет дела.
Secondly, bloggers feel more free than traditional journalists because the authorities can't touch YouTube or Telegram channels. They can't block their accounts, and they have no way to stop the flow of information. That's why the authorities consider them so dangerous.
Nexta has become popular because he publishes previously undisclosed information on his YouTube and Telegram channels. This information usually comes from leaks and isn't covered by mainstream media. But there are pros and cons to this. Sometimes false information is sent under the pretense of legitimate news, so you have to be very careful. You can't always trust what these bloggers publish, as the information is not always verified. As citizen reporters, bloggers don't adhere to the same standards or ethics as traditional journalists, regardless of whether there is censorship in the country or not.
Действительно существует такая проблема, как фейковая информация. Ее могут направлять.
Fake news is a problem. Sometimes it is even sent by the authorities themselves in order to discredit our channels. However, we do check all our information thoroughly, using our large network of sources in various institutions and ministries. Thanks to this, the information on our channels, more than 90% of it, is confirmed and verified.
Подтверждается, проверяется.
Recently, Nexta has focused on the Belarusian government's handling of COVID-19. And it hasn't come out well.
Несколько медиков уже умерло. Достоверно известно о летальных случаях в Витебске и Борисове. Точное количество погибших Минздрав скрывает.
Belarus currently has more than 55,000 confirmed cases, but only a few hundred officially reported deaths. That's a death rate of about 0.5%, suspiciously low when compared to other countries around the world. Downplaying the risks of the virus, Lukashenko has ignored calls for lockdown measures, suggesting vodka or sauna treatments instead.
Меня? А зачем? Можно, но зачем? Я не понимаю. Здесь нет вирусов никаких.
But as infection rates keep rising, so too does the disgruntlement over the president's approach and the deteriorating economy.
Это реальные новости Беларуси. Здравствуйте. Мы постоянно ездим по стране на автодоме, и поэтому у нас нет собственной студии в каждом из областных городов. Зато мы показываем реальные новости, которых нет в государственных СМИ.
Sergei Tsikhanovsky has been crossing the country for his YouTube channel A Country for Life, handing over his mic to ordinary Belarusians.
Почему эта беда пришла в Беларусь? Потому что наш президент не закрыл границы.
With the election coming, Tsikhanovsky's videos are attracting viewers on the web and supporters on the streets.
Возможно, надо уже жителям Светлогорска проснуться и проконтролировать, чтобы их голос не украли на этих президентских выборах, как его воруют все последние годы.
People are tired of Lukashenko's regime, so they are joining protest movements. And at the moment, the most vibrant, active movement is around Sergei Tikhanovsky. Most of his subscribers are people who used to be apolitical. Some are even supporters of the current government. But as their feelings of powerlessness have increased, they have started moving to the opposite camp. These bloggers' videos have galvanized people, inspiring political action, which has obviously irritated the authorities and led to various acts of repression.
The main way they're going after Tikhanovsky is through administrative arrests, arresting him, his supporters, and those who appeared on his videos, anyone who expressed their opinions on his YouTube channel. The authorities have come to understand that blogs like Tikhanovsky's Country for Life or Stepan Svetlu's Nexta don't just spread information, but the bloggers themselves are becoming the center of attention. And they can actually influence politics, not just talk about it.
The government's pressure doesn't seem to have deterred Tsikhanovsky. If anything, it has invigorated him.
Я, Сергей Тихановский, белорусский предприниматель и блогер, заявляю о своем намерении участвовать в президентской кампании в качестве кандидата в президенты.
In early May, he announced his own bid for the presidency, on, he says, his subscribers' request. It didn't go down well with the authorities. Before he could file his candidacy, he was thrown in jail, and he has been in and out ever since. His repeated arrests have only stoked the fire. His wife, who has no previous political experience, has taken his place on the ballot, and she is quickly rising in the polls.
Понятное дело, что Лукашенко очень...
Lukashenko is very annoyed with the actions of bloggers. We have become opinion leaders, but don't have any ties to the state, so he's trying to silence us in every possible way. People are being fined, arrested, you name it. Lukashenko has called the upcoming election an examination of power. But he has already failed that test on health, culture, sports, not to mention the economy. And now all he has left is the repressive machine, the security forces and the police. He will hold on to his power till the very end, resorting to any means possible to do so. But it is our desire to change the country for the better. This is what gives us strength, energy, and a desire to continue our work.